Let me start out with this. Let me talk to you. Monday Night Raw on Netflix has changed my perception on wrestling. In this last month, I believe this has been going on for 4 weeks now. I know that USA had an app. It wasn't the easiest thing to do. It felt like every week it wanted me to prove that I was a cable subscriber with YouTube TV. It wasn't the biggest ordeal in the world, but now basically I just log into Netflix, I pull it up on the app, click the button. I join the waiting room as the countdown for Monday Night Raw begins. Let me tell you this much. The countdown to Monday Night Raw has one of the best beats of all time. Each and every week, I think I look forward to the waiting room more than I look forward to Monday Night Raw itself. Tonight, we had our first trouble with WWE RAW on the internet. I know it's kind of weird to figure out how the heck, Netflix really works. Comcast was great for years. I loved it. And I've cut the cords here and there along the way, but now, Netflix having Monday Night Raw, it doesn't really make a lot of sense. But tonight was the first night that we had a little bit of problems. My stream was flickering. It never went out. I will say that a few times it was a pain in the ass. It really seemed like, okay, this is the time that it's going to dump. And as soon as the Punk versus Sami match ended, it was struggling. It was on its last breath. And it pulled through. It would have sucked if we would have had to watch basically Kevin Owens attack Sami Zayn on Twitter. But it would have been a lot like Bad Blood when Kevin Owens attacked Cody Rhodes outside. I mean, we would have saw it. We would have saw it. There's no way in the world with the fan footage, WWE's footage of shooting Raw, that it wouldn't have got out there and everybody wouldn't have seen it. But I'll tell you this much. I knew Punk was going to the Chamber. I think he's in my top 6 guys. I made a video on there. We got McIntyre, Rollins, Roman. Did we ever hear an update on Roman? They're saying that he's injured, but I didn't hear it anywhere. I don't know what storyline they're going with that. People say that sometimes the old Cody Rhodes thing right now is a storyline. They can't tell if it's them just saying that he's not going to wrestle for a little bit, or if he's really hurt and is going to screw up WrestleMania. But I was kind of hoping that we were going to get Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn one-on-one. This has been a match for WrestleMania that we've been waiting for. When I was talking to my buddy Mike, he's a huge Kevin Owens fan. He's probably one of the biggest Kevin Owens fans I know. I was trying to get his thoughts on Owens versus Sami, and I thought he would have been more excited. But tonight, maybe it makes sense now what was going on at the end of that Universal Championship. What is Cody's belt even called? I want to call it the WWE Championship. I want to call it the Universal Championship, Unified Championship. I'm not sure. I'm just gonna call it WWE title from now. I know it's not the World Heavyweight Championship because that's the one. I was gonna say that freaking Damian Priest had it, but it's Gunther's got. But I don't know, man. When Sami ran down there, I thought the storyline that Sami was going to help. If Sami wasn't going to help, what the hell was he doing there in the first place? That didn't make a lot of sense to me. But we got our answer. Kevin Owens, as soon as the match ended, came down, package pile driver, beat the crap out of Sami, left him laying. How they can keep this fresh until WrestleMania, I'm not quite sure. Hopefully, they got too many guys that they're saying are injured. They can't just have injuries all over the place and nobody's going to wrestle for the next month. But I want to see Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens. I mean, we're going to have hype-up videos and this, that, and the other. And I know they can't use ROH stuff because AEW owns it and maybe money talks, and they find a way to borrow it. But I don't know. In this warlike time for AEW and WWE and them trying to prove who's bigger, who's better, who's competition, who's not competition, I don't see them making a deal. I know that, the AEW guys have been on Raw in the past. They had Jericho on there. And somebody else was on there in the early days that wished, like, John Cena a good career, or thank you, John Cena, or it was something like that. They let him do it. But I'm pumped. I remember before WrestleMania 28, when we knew we were getting Rock versus Cena, when we knew we were going to get a Triple H versus Undertaker Hell in a Cell. I remember being at work, making a video, going bananas, saying that this was going to be the biggest and the best WrestleMania of all time. I haven't been to WrestleMania in a long time. I haven't been there since WrestleMania 32, and I guess that's going to be going on 9 years, but man, I'm pumped. And I am at the fandom now where I feel like it's 2010 again. I think it has needed a little bit time away, but I think Netflix, for making it easy to watch Raw when it's on, when it's live, I'm pumped. WrestleMania, let's go. Fight forever. Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens.